Imagine a world where AI doesn't just help you make decisions. It predicts every move you'll make before you even realize it yourself. What if every choice you make, from the food you eat to the relationships you form, is subtly influenced by algorithms that know you better than you know yourself? Is that future possible? And if it is, should we be worried? Let's dig into it. AI is already a huge part of our lives. We use it every day, often without thinking twice. It powers recommendation systems on platforms like Netflix, YouTube, and Spotify, offering suggestions based on our past behavior. But as AI continues to advance, it's beginning to do more than just suggest. It's starting to predict. Predictive analytics is becoming more accurate. AI is getting so good at analyzing data that it can often guess our preferences, desires, and even our future actions with alarming accuracy. So, what happens when it starts predicting not just what we'll buy next, but the bigger choices? What job we'll take, who we'll marry, where we'll live? The first step in this journey is understanding how AI learns about us. Every interaction you have with a digital system, whether it's liking a post on social media, buying something online, or even reading an article, leaves a trail of data. This data tells the AI about your interests, habits, and preferences. Over time, AI builds a profile of you, learning to predict your behavior. For instance, Netflix doesn't just know what kinds of shows you watch. It learns how long you watch, when you watch, and what you skip. This enables the system to predict not just what you might like, but what you'll be most likely to watch next. The more data it has, the more accurate those predictions become. And it's not just entertainment. This predictive power is expanding into areas like healthcare, finance, and even employment. In the near future, AI could predict your career path based on your skills, interests, and the jobs you apply for. It could predict what kind of relationships you're most likely to form based on your social media activity. It might even know when you're likely to need a vacation or a change in your lifestyle before you do. Think about it. A world where AI knows your next move, your next step, and maybe even your next thought. But here's where things get a little unsettling. Right now, AI's predictions are limited to what we might call surface-level behaviors, likes, clicks, purchases. But as AI gets more sophisticated, it will have access to deeper insights. It could track your mood through your communications, detect when you're stressed based on your phone's usage patterns, and even predict how you'll respond to certain emotional situations. The real question is, will AI start to shape your choices? If an algorithm knows exactly what makes you happy, it could guide you towards certain decisions to increase that happiness. If it predicts what you'll regret, it might nudge you in a different direction. But these predictions could also be manipulated. Companies, governments, or even unknown actors could use AI to push you towards certain choices that benefit them, rather than you. Consider this. AI already helps businesses predict consumer behavior. It can forecast what product you're most likely to buy next, or even the likelihood of you changing brands. But what happens if AI can predict the emotional state that will make you more likely to purchase something, or when you'll be most vulnerable to advertising? Now, imagine that same predictive power applied to your life decisions, not just the mundane, but the major ones. Could a machine tell you what career you should pursue, or what relationship you ought to be in based on what it believes will make you happiest? Here's the real concern. What if AI gets so good at predicting our behavior that it starts controlling it? We've already seen how recommendation algorithms can lead us down endless rabbit holes on social media or YouTube. But when AI starts predicting every major move we make, our career, our relationships, our very identity, does that leave room for free will? And then there's the danger of bias. AI systems are built on data, and data is inherently biased. AI can reflect and even amplify the biases that exist in society. Imagine if AI's predictions about your future are influenced by those biases, directing you down paths based on your race, gender, or social background. Instead of helping you make informed decisions, AI could limit your choices, confining you to a future determined by algorithms. What does this all mean for our future? Will AI truly control our destiny, or will we find ways to keep our freedom of choice? We're already giving AI more power over our lives, but the more it predicts, the more it might begin to influence the decisions we think we're making freely. The balance between convenience and control is delicate, and it's up to us to decide how much influence we allow AI to have over our lives. So, will AI control your future? It already controls parts of it. It's shaping your recommendations, your choices, and perhaps even your behavior. But whether it will control your destiny is still up to you. How much will you let AI predict? And how much will you continue to steer on your own? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're curious about more mind-bending technology topics, be sure to check out my other videos.